We are live, you crazy
live.
person.
Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Saturday night live stream, Misfits Mining live stream number 22. How is everyone doing today? We got a great show for you guys today. All sorts of topics. First of all, we're going to talk about the HiveOS not attack. Okay, talk about that. We're going to talk about mining after Eth 2.0 and the merge. We're going to talk about Seb Heslow's awesome video. We're going to get into electrically insulative coolants and PC water cooling type coolants. And we're also going to talk about details on the HiveOS not attack and how you can protect yourself against that. And Chum Change, I see we have a super chat already. Who is it from?
Yes, we actually have two. So we have Barry G, 2FA or bust, LOL, talking about the HiveOS issue. And then we have 56 with some ramen noodles.
And it's the
Thanks, buddy. Yep.
SNLS. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Awesome.
It is. Thank you guys so much. We do have a couple questions in chat. I am going to highlight them and save them for after, just so you guys know. If you're here, I won't forget it.
Yep. So again, like I was saying, we're going to talk about the HiveOS attack because that's been a big topic over the last week. And in fact, we kind of mentioned it on our last stream. But we didn't really get into it because, as with all things, as we've seen with NiceHash, we got to wait for all the information to come out before we make any official statements or anything like that, at least from the Misfits Mining Discord. So with us on the roundtable today, it's me, Tekshinji. I am Tekshinji. This is being hosted on Chum Change's channel live, and it'll be on here throughout the remainder of the week. Then starting at the beginning of the week, the first working day of the week, it'll get switched over to my channel. Eventually sometime in that week. We also have Max Voltage here. He's going to be helping us get through this HiveOS not attack issue and go through all the details about that. We also have Great Baldini here. Great Baldini is an awesome guy, and he's actually the creator of the Misfits Mining Chum Change GPU hangers. So check that out if you're interested. We also have Teaspoon Miner here. He also is a YouTuber in our community. Yeah, he's right there. He's also a YouTuber in our community, and he does have a great channel as well. Go subscribe to him as well. I will say, if you go subscribe to him, please, when you watch the video, when he replaces the fans on his GPU, skip a certain section of it, or you may have a heart attack when he doesn't even clean off the GPU.
I'm never going to live that down.
Yep, never live that down. Never. That's going to be like on the wall behind me.
Or the bare feet and the water in the basement.
Exactly. Well, he's also a water cooling expert. He likes to do full immersion water cooling, shall we say. And of course, we got someone here named Pocket Change, which I generally skip, but this time I'm not going to. So she is here with us. She is Chum Change's better half.
You better not skip me.
No, I would never Pocket Change. I don't want the rat to Pocket Change.
Thank you, sir.
Before I continue, I need to actually adjust something on the camera. I did not realize I still have that on. So Max, I'm going to ask you a question. Could you give me a quick summary of what the HiveOS not attack was, and like the implication of what it is to on-the-ground users?
Well, talking as a non-network professional, my understanding of it is that somebody can go in and search different IP addresses for open ports on your router or just in your network. And if you have HiveOS, people can try to basically find that port to get into your rig and attempt to log in. So if you haven't changed your password, that'll be the first thing that they try. And the people that are doing these attacks are just trying to find low-hanging fruit of people that haven't changed their password. So that's basically what it is. Once they have done this, then they can go in and change your wallet address or the wallet address that's being mined to, and basically steal hash rate.
So you're telling me that essentially one day I may get a notification from let's say Ethermine or Nanopool saying my rig has gone offline, and then I'll go, oh yeah, okay, I'm going to log into my HiveOS, and I'll notice that the wallets are changed.
Well, you may not notice it, but the thing to notice is, yes, it went offline with if you have it set up to send you an alert, your pool, then you'll get notified, you go in there, and it'll look like everything's fine. then you would say, what is going on? Why am I not getting anything? And if you didn't know about the Hive attack, or whatever, it's not a hack, but it's still an attack of some sort.
The vulnerability, right?
Look for. But in this case, yeah, you would just
Right.
want to go and look and see if you have any unfamiliar wallets that have now been set up in Hive and set up on your flight sheet.
Okay. So if I didn't have alerts set up on my pool that I'm mining to, this vulnerability could have been exploited without me even knowing for a long time, right?
Correct.
So I guess, well, first of all, I guess we don't want to scare people. So it's a vulnerability that we should fix right away. What's a way that we can prevent this malware to get in and screw up our HiveOS? What is a good first step to prevent it?
So basically just changing your password on your shell.
So you're saying I can't leave it at 1?
No, you definitely do not want to leave it at 1. Change it to anything else.
Oops.
Anything else is going to be better. As I put last week when we discussed this briefly, it's like being in the forest with 10 of your friends and a bear comes by. You don't need to beat up the bear. You just need to be faster than your slowest friend, and you'll be fine. And obviously, not really a good analogy. You don't want to see.
I would probably die.
Bear, but the point being is that you know that there's going to be plenty of people out there that aren't going to be smart enough to change their password. And so as long as you're not one of them, those people that are trying to steal hash rate are going to continue to go after the less knowledgeable people and the people who haven't changed their password. And there will always be those people out there that haven't, because lots of people just basically set it up and leave it and don't really think anything about it.
Would you make an analogy as to like those type of people would be like those that buy a microwave and never set the time? They just leave it at 12 all the time.
Well, not setting your microwave time doesn't do any harm though. That's
I think it
why
does
Someone's
harm.
gonna hack your
Every time I
microwave
walk
while your
in,
Hot
I see
Pocket's
that it
being
harms
warmed
me physically. I have an emotional reaction.
mentally. Okay, yeah, I guess. Sure, yeah.
I would even consider that assault with a deadly weapon, because I just can't breathe anymore. I just see that and just tighten up, and you know. So
can I ask a question to Max real quick?
yeah,
Sure.
Great Bolting. Let's ask that question.
So obviously, I've been offline with my rigs for at least 4 weeks off a Hive. I have 2-factor authentication set up. I got a good password. Do I need to go in and redo the password, or?
So here's the thing. This has nothing to do with your Hive password. I'm glad you asked that question. It has nothing to do with your Hive password. It has
Right.
nothing to do with
Your Hive
2FA.
account password.
It has to do with you. There's a specific password that is for your shell, and there's also something else called VNC that isn't really used, but is also a vulnerability. So as long as you change your password within the Hive shell, you're fine. So there's a command.
I've never done
Right.
that.
Right. So we talked about this earlier, Chump. Do you want to bring up a screen and actually show like how to get into the command line window and then the command?
Yeah, I can. And then what I'll have to do is, what I'll do is hold on, let me window capture this real quick.
Okay.
And I'll show you guys how to basically change that with the command that,
Is that the same password that you set up for?
like the rig
Obviously.
config, the file.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
So like no,
No,
it
that's
defaults to
totally different.
1, I think, right? Doesn't it?
Again, yeah, the rig config doesn't have anything that's a totally different password. That's for Hive. That's all that's for. What we're talking
Right.
about is for shell, which really is, I believe, a Linux thing. So it's really not a Hive specific thing. It's just the fact that Linux has these standard passwords of user and user for user.
Right.
You can't change that. But as far as I know, I think you can maybe create additional ones. But the main thing is changing the password. And so it's like I said, it's shell, SSH specifically is what it's called, and VNC.
All right.
So,
So
by doing this one command, you will change the password for both of those, protecting yourself.
So basically come into, like, we're on the page now, Max. I don't know if you can, you're probably gonna be a little bit behind. if you're watching it. But
Yeah.
so what I'm going to do is basically you could just click your IP address, and hold on, it's gonna block me obviously. What the hell is going on? Give me a second. Hold on.
While Chump Changes getting that part figured out, the torch is on a different table for those that have asked. Hobbyist Miner, I do not know why I'm giving a book report. I'm not sure what that was in reference to. I'm a little behind.
You know what? I'm just gonna do the Hive shell start, guys, so you know. You can usually click on the IP.
Click advanced and then click the IP and then say OK. It'll do that the first time every time.
Yeah, it looked different than last time. I don't know why. That was weird. It didn't look the same, so I just didn't want to click anything while I'm in the middle of stream. But yeah, you can either click the IP address right here, and then you just got to go into the options advanced and like hit OK and allow it through your firewall, or you can go to remote access and then click on this little square arrow when it shows up, and it will drop to this menu. Then, all right, so do you want to walk me through the command so we can show people?
So the command is Hive-PASSWD and then space and then whatever you want to change the password to.
All right, so it's Hive dash, like a normal dash, PASSWD, and then you do space bar, and then you type in whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's it. I'm just going to put 1 and then hit OK and just show people.
Sure.
And then I'll... all right, so see how it says password change successfully?
Yeah, you can actually do it within the command because there's a place where you can do run command and you can just run it from there too. You don't even have to go into the shell.
All right. So that's how you do it, guys. And then you basically just hit enter and it will say password change successfully. So now I am going to switch screens and I'm going to change that back. And yeah, we'll show Shinji. All right, there you go, buddy.
So one thing.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So, and I could be wrong. Max, you can clarify because you probably know a little bit more about the whole situation than I do.
Oh, I can guarantee he definitely knows a little bit more.
But during the installation of HiveOS, during your first boot, just before, or a couple steps before it finishes and says, happy mining, whatever. It says, do you want to change the system password from default type of thing? This is recommended. And typically that's something that I do because I know that as a safety thing or whatever. And my understanding, and again, you can clarify if this is separate, is changing that password would negate this vulnerability. Is that not correct?
Yeah, I don't know actually. So I load mine up a little bit differently.
Okay. Yeah, so, I don't even mess with, I never even mess with the rig.config file. I don't download it. I don't do any of that. I just have the rig ID and the rig password handy because when you do the first boot, it asks you to enter the rig ID and the password. And then when you enter that information, it downloads the rig.config and puts it in place.
Oh, so, see, anyways, I don't do that. I actually, from within it, it's like, do you want the rig config? And so I'll actually load the rig config onto the USB before I even actually put it into the system.
That's what I do.
Right.
Once I do it, it's done.
Yeah, right. Yeah, some people will do that. Some people get kind of confused because when you finish flashing it with like Etcher or whatever, it doesn't show up, and so you have to. They're like, "Where?" But I can't put anything on it because it's not there. Like the drive disappeared or whatever.
Right.
Right.
But anyways, there's different ways to do it. But yeah, I had wondered about that, whether changing the password during the first boot would negate this vulnerability. So I don't actually know. I've been curious about it. Anyway.
Interesting. Real quick, I just wanted to say thank you to Benjamin. Gave a $24.99 super chat. He said, stopping in for a quick hello. Hope everyone is well. Have a great night all. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you stopping by.
Benjamin, you could donate more than $24.99 every week, right?
Stop it.
Thanks
you have
so
more
that is more than enough. Crazy. Crazy.
Thanks
Maybe,
so much, Benjamin.
not yet.
I really appreciate it.
Oh man, but yeah, no, that's good. That's some good info, Max. Thank you so much, and I'm glad we showed everybody now basically how to do it. I might make a quick video just to show you guys how to do that, like step by step, slow.
That would be
can see.
great, because when I fire back up, I don't want no problems, no issues. I don't want Max's wallet's addresses in my stuff.
Some help change your password? Just let me remote in. I'll be happy to change.
Yeah, give him ownership access. Yeah, guys, if you want your rig fixed, just DM Max, give him ownership of your rig, and all of your wallets will be changed to his. But at least you're mining for someone that you care about.
Perfect.
Oh,
perfect.
okay.
Yeah, but hey, guys, in all seriousness, as with the Phoenix Miner versus, actually, I'm going to talk about how Phoenix Miner is not exactly related, but somehow not the company, but the name is involved. Just like how with Phoenix Miner and Nice Hash, I think that's what they're called. They're not even in my dictionary anymore. Just like that incident where there was a lot of FUD, fear, uncertainty, and what's D again? Fear, uncertainty, doubt. Right? So just like there's a whole bunch of that. Sorry,
I had some other ones lined up.
Yeah, I know, right?
He had some uncertainty about what
Yeah.
piece to.
You always get stuck on the D. We're not sure why.
I always get stuck on the D. Always on the D. Anyways.
All right, I'm gonna start some music on that note.
Yeah. Yes. Let's start
Just
some
so
music.
you guys know.
Yeah, that's fine. Just like with that incident, there's a lot of stories out there. But just like Max said last week, there's the story. There's the other story, and somewhere in the middle is generally the truth, generally. Now, with this case, I'm gonna say it like this regarding the other side of this incident. HiveOS is not technically at fault, okay? This is not technically their fault. However, okay, if I make a product and I know it has a security vulnerability, that I can't just blame the consumer that it's their fault that they didn't take care of it, right? Because honestly, some consumers don't know, and if enough consumers don't know, maybe it's a big enough problem that HiveOS should do something about it. This vulnerability, this issue, is not something HiveOS maliciously did. At least I really hope they didn't. Otherwise, I might start calling them nice hack. Will I stop using HiveOS? No. I mean, it's too convenient. Like,
are they going to address it?
They did address it, but they basically, someone could bring up the original tweet, but they basically said that, yeah, this isn't our fault. This is all your fault. So you guys should stop being dumb and using default passwords. In a nutshell, is what they said.
Right, more or less. Response. Max, you're muted, by the way. Just so you know. Max, you're muted.
Yeah, he knows he's muted, I think.
No, he was trying to be a mime.
Muted, sorry.
Yeah.
We were lip reading.
Yeah, so sorry about that. So they had addressed it last year, actually, with a post. So this wasn't like anything that was new or that they didn't know about and that they had like put out there for anybody to see on the HiveOS website in, I don't know if it was in their FAQs, but it was somewhere where it wasn't hard to see. If you actually searched any type of security on their website or even Googled it, you would have come up with this post. It was not hard for me to find. And that was one of the things they pointed out. They're like, look, we tried to bring this to everybody's attention last year when there was a small issue where it came up. So, yeah, they have made it very clear that they're not going to make any changes in development in order to fix this problem, or at least that's their stance at this point. But it is a pretty easy fix for all users to do. And yeah, so.
Right.
No, by the way, James, I do use HiveOS now. Chum Change has converted me. So you could actually see one of his videos in the very beginning. We had an intervention. Well, he had an intervention with me. He lured me, and then he got everyone to box me into a corner, and then forced HiveOS down my throat. And then you know what? Hey, I resisted for the longest time, and after I've been forced to take it like a man, I like it.
Yeah, so, it's not bad, right?
It's not bad. It's not bad. I've been converted,
Perfect.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut someone off there. What were they saying?
That was me. That's okay. You can do whatever you want.
What are you gonna say?
I just wanted to bring up that, over the past year, and I know Teaspoon probably remembers talking about, mining on the HiveOS pools, and going other places, and we'd be like, God, it just seems like I'm losing some hash rate or something on Hive. And I always look and see what my wallets are, but I wonder if they knew about it and they were, I don't want to say using their own vulnerability to gain.
Unlikely.
No, that wasn't the case. The difference between Hivon and other pools, there's so many things that can make a pool have a different payout or a lower payout than another. There's a lot of technicalities.
Yeah, and absolutely.
But one of the most common is the type of payout. PPLNS is known to give you the highest payout over time. PPS, which is pay per share, there's risk involved with that when it comes to a pool, because there can be times where you're paying per share. Well, you're paying a certain amount per share. So sometimes you're going to come out ahead, sometimes you're going to come out behind based on the luck of your pool. But you pay per share as a pool operator, you're defining how much you're paying per share. It's not like, so you can decide whether or not that's going to make you extremely competitive or be more conservative.
Right.
So, yeah, I believe that there's a reason why.
But they have a 0% pool fee if you're obviously mining Ethereum or.
Technically, yes.
But how do they make it their money to sustain their pool?
Again, it's not a fee because it's pay per share, and they define how much they pay per share. So
they're taking
it is like a fee.
So there's actually, we can maybe go into this a little bit later, but there is actually a website that shows, we went over this last night with Tekshinji, that there's a website that shows how much each pool is paying over like the last 24 hours or so. And so you'll be able to see who is doing well and who isn't.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So anyway, we can
well, that's good info. Okay. Carry on, Shinji.
Yeah.
I got my guess.
So regarding the HiveOS stuff, if you guys have any questions, let us know in the live chat of this YouTube video. If you guys are watching this after the fact, it's just me doing stuff, so you can, minimize it and just listen to it on like a podcast style if you like. But we will answer your questions. We have other people watching the live chat just in case I miss something. So don't worry about that, because I don't have a real computer here with me today.
I'm taking down all of the questions that you guys are adding to me, and I am putting them in a list at the end, or whenever he gets the AMA portion, we will go through all of them.
Yep, we'll go through all of them at once because it's just a little bit more efficient with the time.
Right.
If we keep stopping and branching off, it just takes 2 to 3 hours, and this will become official chum change midweek stream, and we don't want that.
Right, right. And Shinji gets cranky if we go over an hour, so.
Yeah. After an hour, my reserve of on-screen time just goes to nothing.
Because your free time goes. Away.
We need to get a life bar and just put it at the bottom, and we'll just deplete it over the time. That'd be so funny. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. All right, guys. So, real quick, if you guys didn't know, you guys probably heard by now of SavegeMine. He's no longer with us, and we've kind of gone on from the morning part, and now we are kind of celebrating his existence with us, his life with us. And just a quick plug for SavegeMine. See this shirt right here? I got this on dogelord.com, and Dogelord is a great place to go for your favorite cryptocurrency, crypto YouTubers and whatnot. He's got a lot of merch there, help support the crypto community. A lot of YouTubers are RPMs there, chum changes there. I'm not there yet because, I'm not at that point yet. I'm barely making stickers and whatnot. But yeah, so SavegeMine, you can get a shirt just like this one. Last time I was wearing the Top Gun style SavegeMine shirt. They got a lot of apparel there. Go check it out.
I just dropped a link in the chat.
Yeah, thanks so much, Chum Change. All proceeds to SavegeMine purchases will go toward the family, because SavegeMine has done a lot for the community. And even though he may be gone, his videos are still here with us and his legacy.
Yep.
So,
and here's a link to his channel as well. Yeah, all of the proceeds from his channel also go to his family. So if you guys are watching his videos, you know, obviously it still helps in that aspect as well.
yeah, let the ads play, and he's got a lot of evergreen content. And unfortunately, like I said, I never gotten to know him, but the fact of how the community has reacted after his passing and what people have to say about him really has moved me. So I just want to take this moment in our live stream to just go around our live table and ask everyone to share like a quick snippet of something they, you know, either how SavegeMine helped them or something great from his life. I'm just gonna go around here, and I'm not gonna call on people like in class. So if anyone just wants to speak up, just say a couple of words to, you know, celebrate his life.
Well, last summer was when I really started watching SavegeMine, and was just a very loyal viewer of his Fireball Friday. And after each Fireball Friday, he invited people to play poker. And so he actually introduced me to a number of other YouTubers and other people that were in the community. And that's kind of how I got my entry. He introduced me to all these people. And he's really been helpful to me along the way, and has given me credit. I remember when there was a time where I was doing I'm still doing a lot of research, but I mean, I was doing the initial research with Ethereum, and I can remember there was one live stream I was on, and, you know, he stuck up for me and was like, hey, look, this guy knows what he's talking about. He hasn't been around for a long time, but he's been around. Both him and Serpent X Special Forces, I remember, had you know, stuck up for me. Anyway, he you know, I really feel like he was kind of like the gateway into, you know, the inner workings of the YouTube community, and I'm forever thankful for him for doing that. And then the other thing was, when that Bitcoin T-shirt came out, never in a million years did I think I was going to end up on that T-shirt, and I did, and I'm still thankful for that. I don't know, it just really leaves a warm place in my heart. You know, that I didn't know that, you know, he knew that much. You know, I knew he knew of me and such, but the fact that he thought to put me on the shirt meant a lot.
Absolutely, yeah. No, that was nicely said, Max, for sure. Yeah, he was like nobody else when it comes to deep dives into, you know, Conceal and Raven, and that was the best thing that I was involved with him was, or I wasn't really so much involved, it was more my wife, Pocket Change. He made a NFT for her logo and stuff, and I don't really know how far it got into it. I think she knows a little more than I do. I don't think it was ever really finished, but I mean, it was just interesting, to say the least. He was so smart, man. He was so smart, and it's a shame, but life goes on, unfortunately, you know.
So I will say that he made an entire Pocket Change asset, and you are the president of the company.
Well,
I've got some videos to go watch from Savage to actually finalize that and make it really happen. So I appreciate.
Yeah, we should do it.
And Max, you talked about the shirt. I mean, I ordered that shirt, and it's pretty cool. I'm on it too, and I mean, I'm not even a YouTuber, but just the fact that he included me, and he was always welcoming to me. So
yeah, and
I appreciated him very much.
I mean, everybody in the community is very welcoming, but he took it to the next level. It was like, it didn't matter what
he was personable.
He spoke to everyone. Everyone. And you know, it's really a shame that he didn't have a bigger following, but I think he enjoyed having that nice, small, close-knit community that would come to his all of his live streams, either during the week or on Friday. He said that meant a lot to him, and it always he enjoyed it just as much as everybody else.
Yeah, and I will say I got to play poker with him one-on-one. I wish I learned more from him, because I didn't do so well this past tournament. But maybe Max, you can teach me next time, because clearly you did better.
Don't listen to Max, whatever you do.
Max,
I don't know, Maldini. You did really good. You did really good.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so does anyone else have a quick word to say about him? If not, I'll just say my piece.
I will, yeah. I didn't know him that well, but the Ravencoin thing, I just opened up my eyes to knowing what the heck Ravencoin could actually do, and just sitting watching that. I know he was going through it all, but we tried getting him to come in and sit in on some of our poker games, and I think he finally had some time to come in, and I think he might have sat down once, but I think that was the only time, and it was sad not to be able to play some more poker with it, because we all like poker. So, and he seemed like he's a real nice guy.
He was.
But that's fine.
Sure was. I think that's
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll just say, regarding SavegeMine, like I said, I never got to know the guy. Real unfortunate, because I really feel like I missed out. But the fact that the community knows him so well, and he may not be here, but he'll never be forgotten. So we do appreciate him and all that he's done, and his family as well. Again, guys, not to make a plug, but dogelord.com has SavegeMine merch, including exclusive, never released items that has not been out till now. So go check that out and buy some merch if you like, because all proceeds from that will go to the SavegeMine family. I think it's forever, right?
Yeah, all of the SavegeMine merch definitely will go to all the profits will go to the family.
Yeah, so I mean, on the last day, when the world is ending, you could still make that purchase online, and it will still go toward the family,
Right.
even though the moon's crashing into the earth or whatever. It's forever. So, Dogelord will make sure of that. So yeah, go check it out, guys. It's really awesome what Dogelord is doing. He did do a lot of hard work, really quickly actually, to make sure this awesome merch was available, and RPM also helped with that as well to make sure it was ready and available quickly. All right, so we did talk a lot about HiveOS stuff. We're gonna do a mid-stream AMA of all the questions that have built up so far. After that, we're gonna go into some other things, something regarding a little personal thing from me. We're gonna talk about water cooling stuff, and then we're just gonna basically be AMA the rest of the stream until you guys get sick of hearing my voice. So Chum Change, why don't you hit me with the first thing that they said?
Before you go into the AMA, I just want to give someone a shout out, and I'm probably gonna say this incorrectly. Musab El Naimi said hello from Dubai. I wake up 3 hours before my usual time to see this, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's awesome, man!
nice.
Thanks.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
Thanks, buddy.
means a lot.
And
to us.
then
I didn't see
homegrown
that.
crypto. It's not a question, but he said Raptorium today received an offer to be listed on more exchanges, and they announced they're asking community for support on this. More details on their Discord.
Okay, cool,
Ooh.
awesome.
Interesting.
Oh, by
Nice.
the way, Thomas Tran, what motherboard are you talking about? And I don't know where I saw this, but somewhere someone was telling me there was a bug above my Pikachu. I just checked. There's no bugs above my Pikachu.
That's probably gone because that was a while ago they mentioned that.
No,
He's
no,
going into your
looked-
bedroom. He's waiting.
No, there's no bugs in here. I made sure of it. All right, I burned them all. So
That's why they said, "Where's the torch?" Because they were saying there's a bug near Pikachu, and I said, "Please don't tell
There
them
is
that.
no
He'll light
bug
Pikachu
near-
on fire."
there's no bugs near anything. Okay, I've got this room hermetically sealed. I spent a lot of time filling up all the cracks. All right.
Yeah, sure.
If there is a bug, I'm gonna freak out.
All right, so the first question we had was from Better Off Dead. He said, Chum Change, I'd love to hear your thoughts on what graphics card to invest in post Eth 2.0. Worth buying this series or wait for next in 2022.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what do you,
Chum Change.
I mean,
Go ahead.
I'm not really sure, to be honest. It's the graphics cards don't really affect me when it comes to ETH 2.0. It's not, I mean, I understand that, we're not going to be able to mine ETH at a certain point, but when it comes to GPUs, it's after that point, it's about other coins. It's not about Ethereum anymore. So it really depends on which card is best at that time. I mean, the 3070 right now is, in my opinion, probably going to be one of the better ones to buy in the long term for like this moment. But I do want to see what they come out with in the future, because the TIs are just, as we all know, being limited hash rate and all that stuff, like it's hurting Ergo to a point where like they're using the same like memory as ETH basically, right? So it's hurting Ergo to in a point where I don't really want to buy the TIs. So it's not just Ethereum those are messing up. So they're controlling what you can do with that card. That's kind of what I'm getting at. And I don't want to purchase something that's in that I don't know, in that way, I guess, built in that way, you know, like they control what you do with it. So I want to see what comes out next. I will buy some TIs, but only for content and to test and to check other coins. But again, I want to get through the LHR BS and then we'll go from there. That's my opinion, but what do you guys think?
Is it not affecting the older cards, though? They're not going to nerf those cards,
No, so it's all the cards that come up. Yeah, it's all the cards that right now that are being built.
Just the newer stuff. Okay.
Yeah, so like any card that you get from here on out is going to be an LHR, right? If I'm not mistaken, a TI or a regular card, it's going to be
every card
LHR.
manufactured from this point on. Yeah.
Right,
Well,
so
yeah, there's some talk that they might manufacture some regular cards along with it, but right now everything we've seen has been LHR.
Yeah.
And let me chime in a little bit about that. So what do we all know about crypto?
It's over and mining is dead.
80.
No, that wasn't what I meant.
totally fake. Fake money.
Things change all the time.
Shinji spreading FUD.
We can basically
Every
say
week.
that this is what we think today.
Right.
2 weeks from now, we'll change our mind because it's impossible to say.
Right.
With that said, though, when Ethereum goes to the merge, not ETH 2.0, that's different.
Two different things, guys.
When you go to the merge, proof of stake, we obviously can't mine Ethereum.
Right.
So that hash rate that's on Ethereum has to either get shut off or go somewhere else. One of the two. And that's going to be a flood of hash rate into all the other coins. And it's going to be really dependent upon, well, where is that hash rate going to go? And you're going to get this constant fluctuation of difficulty all the other coins. I truly believe that there will be a period of time where it will be unprofitable to mine for some people, maybe mostly everybody, until enough of the weaker hands decide, okay, I'm getting out, I'm shutting off my rigs, I'm selling my cards, and that will happen over time. But just know that, think ahead. There will be a period of time when proof of stake comes that there will be a period of very little profit, but probably more likely where a lot of people will turn their rigs off or be mining at a loss. So if you've got power that's 12 to 15 cents a kilowatt hour, I'm sorry to say you're probably going to be in that, or more, of course. You're probably going to be in that realm of you're not going to be able to mine profitably. If you have something less than 10 cents, you'll probably be eking out, or possibly be eking out, a very small profit. So just be prepared. We've been through these times before where you're barely eking out a profit. You have the times where you make a ton of money, which we've just been through, and then you have the times where you don't make much. It's about the average. So
Boom and bust.
Be prepared.
Boom and bust, guys.
Yeah, be prepared. And again, when it gets to that point, again, it's all about planning. So what do you think is going to happen? People are going to start selling their GPUs. This is when the price of GPUs
To me, for half price, please.
Yeah, exactly. So be prepared. Me personally, I am probably going to buy two 3070 Ti's, the two Qs that I have with EVGA when they become available. But as far as anything else, I'm not buying anything else. Not until I see the prices come down and we get through proof of stake. Unless there's some significant change where Ethereum says proof of stake is now third quarter, fourth quarter next year. I don't believe that to be the case based on everything I've read and heard. But again, everything does change. So just keep your ear open and be prepared for every eventuality.
Yeah, basically just like and sub to Max, and you guys will hear all the smart knowledge at some point. he will just spill it onto his channel.
If you guys
all I
didn't
know
he
is
had If you guys didn't know, Max Voltage does have a YouTube channel.
He does.
Go ahead and get subbed to him. Someone
drop
please
a
drop
link.
that in the live chat. If you guys want to see Steve from Gamers Nexus, but in cryptocurrency, crypto mining form, it's Max Voltage.
It's the man in the hat.
Man in the hat.
That's him.
It's man in the hat. So he's a little bit taller than Steve, a little different, but you know, he's just as knowledgeable.
Shorter
and smart.
hair.
Yeah, a little shorter hair.
Yeah, little
He
shorter
doesn't
hair.
have the luscious locks, at least not anymore. So, you know, but remember, our power is not in our hair. Our power is in our something else. Anyways, so yeah, Chum Change, can you just rephrase that question to me one more time?
So he said, I'd love to hear your thoughts on what graphics card to invest in post ETH 2.0. Worth buying this series or wait for the next in 2022?
Okay, so I'm going to talk about this every week until we hit ETH 2.0 because...
Proof of stake, not 2.0.
Sorry, thank you. Now I'm doing it, God. All right, I'm going to talk about this every week because everyone's going to ask every week, and there's always going to be people that are just getting into mining that are going to, you know, spend their money, then give it to me at half price later on. Anyways, so ETH 2.0, right, is not the same thing as the merge. It may be happening in that time frame, but it's technically after the merge. So at the end of the year, according to that interview that Max Voltage had with Tim Biko, was it?
Yeah.
Team Biko. According to that interview, by the way, awesome video. You guys could check it out. Listen to it like a podcast if you want. Just put it on and, you know, minimize or whatever. But according to that interview, looks like Ethereum is going to go to proof of stake sometime first quarter of next year. It is unlikely to be at the beginning of this year. It is highly likely the first quarter of next year, maybe even quarter two. We do not know yet. We'll know as soon as we get closer to the end of the year. One thing's for sure based on that interview, it'll most likely not happen between Thanksgiving and Christmas because of holiday. So with that said, guys, Ethereum 2.0 is when we start doing all the things that, you know, make the network less congested. You don't have to download the entire blockchain. There's a lot of stuff to it. And if you guys really want to know, you can go look that up or just, you know, leave in the comments down below that you want to whatever. It's kind of not complicated, but it's a lot of stuff that is going to be improving Ethereum overall. And this isn't a surprise, guys. Back in like 2014, Vitalik was saying it's going to go to proof of stake, you know, one day. So this is not a surprise. And if it is to you, well, I'm letting you know now. So regarding should you buy GPUs, what you should get, well, so there's many different strategies, and I don't want to get too into it because we can make a whole like series on that.
Well, this kind of rolls into the next question, Shinji. Why don't you just kind of bleed into it? It says,
yeah, sure.
it's from
question?
Astrostar. He said, what about GPUs? Can we get back to normal prices? So you can just kind of bleed into that from where you were going.
Yeah,
because we're on the same topic. So I know it's hard. I know.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say, so as a content creator, as someone that's online publicly and all that, it's difficult to try to convey a message without it seeming like I'm being a dick or a jerk. But I'm doing this because I care about you guys. And if you guys don't want to hear the truth, maybe you shouldn't be mining. I'm just trying to say, you know, as nicely as I can. So if you are getting into mining, right, and you're getting into it, right, you need to think about it as an investment. Don't think about it as a get-rich-quick scheme, because then it's going to become a pyramid scheme, and then I'm just going to take your money. So let me make this as clear as possible. The price of Ethereum is because people buy it and increases the price. When the price goes down, it's because people sell it. So if you get into the market when the price is high, and then it drops and you get scared and you cash out, guess what? You just gave me your money. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. That doesn't feel good, right? So you got to be really ready for the up and down cycle, all right? Let me try to focus this a little bit. Buying a GPU, 3070 Ti, LHR revision 2, it's all so confusing. There will always be a coin to mine. Ethereum is not the end. Okay, I know I spread a lot of FUD and stuff. That's because I want y'all to stop increasing the hash rate and stop mining so I can get more. Being selfish. But
Right.
also, I'm here for you guys and the community. So regarding GPU pricing, I know for a fact right now there's some websites you could go to and buy 3070 Ti's for under $900 retail.
Right.
Oh,
There is.
retail,
There is
unquote.
some places, correct.
I'm not going to mention them here because we don't want to cause any of that type of commotion. What I'm trying to say is, remember I said in that video that I made months ago called How to Get Video Cards and GPUs. I said it there, and it's happening. Prices will come down. By the end of the year, we should be back to normal. Now, of course, it can change. Ethereum could hit $8,000 next month. Nobody knows, right?
Right.
My recommendation to you is this. Do not ask the question whether you should get into mining or not as profitability. Instead, think about it like this. Think about a number of dollars in your head, right, that you can just burn, and it won't affect you in the sense that, you can still pay your rent, your food, still live your life the way it is. That amount of money is the safe amount you can invest into mining, because it is not, I repeat, it is not a get-rich-quick scheme, okay? If you want to think that, that's fine, but then I'll be coming to your house to pick up those GPUs for half price on Craigslist a little bit later this month. So we got a donation from CryptoShape, $6.69, giving my money to Tekshinji.
I just answered him and said LMAO, wrong channel.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
You donated the chump change, bro.
I'm kidding. I'll have to send him some.
Got him.
I'll send him the 69 cents.
Yeah, it's $6.69, so I mean, obviously. Austin Wells says, nah, you're just a jerk. Oh, LOL. Well, that's fine, Austin Wells.
I want to chime in real quick on that. The GPU
yeah.
price is getting back to normal.
Yeah.
So, as far as like, you guys have seen, you go into Home Depot, right? You look at a 2x4. The cost it was last year to the cost it is this year. It was like $3, and now it's like $10. So
$12.
it's just absolutely unbelievable with everything in the world going up. Everything's going up, like plumbing parts, since you guys know I'm a plumber, everything's raising in prices, wood, lumber, everything electronics. So, the whole disease that spread through the entire world has created such a shortage in every part of the world. I don't see GPU prices coming down so much on the new cards because, again, it takes more energy and everything to create these new GPUs. So it's prices are just up on everything. I don't think it's going to come down crazy, but I think the used GPU market will eventually come down to, a normal place. I don't know if it'll ever go to where it was, but it'll definitely get a lot lower than it is now, in my opinion.
Definitely.
That's just
100%.
my 2 cents on that. With the,
in fact, I guarantee it. Guarantee it.
Right.
You guys heard it here first, because I'm the original.
You don't want to know what I paid for a chain link fence today.
No, I don't.
Jesus.
$5 a link.
I don't.
Oh my God.
I don't.
Call Popeye and tell him to come over and bend some wire for you.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Did anyone else in the
Jesus is
roundtable
Lord.
want to comment on that?
Real quick, Jesus is Lord in chat says, I have 8 RTX 3080s. I'm returning them and going to live on an island with Wilson. No worries, but coconuts and the occasional FedEx package.
Make sure you see your dentist before you go.
Don't take any roller skates for ice skates.
If you don't see your dentist before you go, when you get back, maybe your wife might marry him. So just be careful about that.
I'd like to add something about the GPU prices.
Yeah, go ahead, Great Baldini.
Myself, I've been in the game for a while, and up and down buying pricing for everything. I have to finish my quest to hit 1 gigahash, and whatever it takes, I'm getting. So that's my view.
Putting in the mail right now, Great Baldini.
It better not be an empty box.
Probably the ultimate troll.
Yeah, I would just scream, So for my point of view, for my own thing, I was always mining low, buying high, and it reversed, and you got to follow that cycle. But right now, prices came down a little bit, and right now I'm in the used market, let's put it, and that's where I'm going to head, and I'll pay what, prices are lower now, and I'm comfortable where I'll find what I need. So, that's my take on it. But yeah, don't waste your money.
Do not waste your money.
No.
Do not waste.
Do you mean
your
don't
money.
drop $800 on the GPU and CPU that I bought the other day? Okay.
We're not talking about your stuff
we're
because
talking about
Easy,
all of a
teaspoon.
sudden,
You're swinging that big,
he's
around the
got
channel.
money to burn. It looks like God. Every week he's just coming in the door.
Let me chime in on one other thing. So we've all heard the stories about cheap GPU prices in China from all the mining farms that have gone offline.
Allegedly.
It's only a matter of time before scammers start saying, if they haven't already, are going to start saying, I've got all these GPUs I bought from all these mining farms. Do you want some at these incredible prices? And they will disappear on you. I will tell you that I will not be even attempting to buy anything from any of those mining farms in China, because it's just too easy to get scammed, and we all know people that have gotten scammed over there. I know that there are some protections on, I believe, Alibaba if you go to certain vendors that are known, so that it's possible there could be some available through them, but as a general rule, do not get caught up in this and get scammed by any of these people that are claiming that they have these graphics cards from mining farms in China.
100% max voltage. If it's too good to be true, it's a scam. If you want to get scammed so badly, just talk to me. I'll gladly take your money and not send you anything. At least you help me out, instead of sending some stranger. I'm just saying, guys, I cannot tell you how many DMs I've gotten from people in our Discord, people, on Facebook, whatever, Twitter, Instagram. How many people have asked me, is this legit? So, if the price is too good, I will guarantee you it's a scam. Because the amount of people that are misinformed about GPU pricing is less than 0.001%, I would have to say. If you see this 1660, 1660 Super, brand new for $150 or whatever, don't even have to ask. It's a scam. All right.
100%.
People are not that stupid. Okay? No one is going to sell you a GPU below market price. And if they do, it's probably a friend, somebody you know, especially on exchanges or places that have non-reversible transactions. Wiring money, cryptocurrency. In fact, someone in our roundtable, this has happened to them, right? So
we're not talking about that.
And it's great. I didn't even say your name. So this happened to us, YouTubers, content creators. I've been scammed once, and it freaking pissed me off. I scammed myself on eBay to see how easy it was. I'll talk about that later in a different video, so make sure you get subscribed. I'm just trying to tell you guys, I cannot stress, be careful, all right? If someone is selling you a pickaxe for below market value, which this is a tool, okay? It is a graphics card, but this is basically the modern day gold rush pickaxe. You gotta be dang careful, all right, guys? So I don't want to drone on that subject too long. I just want to really get that point across, because there's people getting scammed almost every day. Well, not every day, but like at least once a week from the message and stuff I get, and it's really heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking. So we don't want that. Jump James, what's the next question?
All right, so Astrostar had another question. He said, when ETH time comes in August, I'm assuming that's the 2.0, right? That's what comes in August?
No,
that's 1559.
All right, so he's talking about 1159 then. Is everyone jumping over to Raven? I think 20% less earnings on ETH, so I guess that Raven gets better earnings, right?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's kind of
oh my goodness.
That's kind of tough to
Okay.
answer because, again, the price between Raven, Ergo, everything under the sun changes every day. So no one can really answer if it's more profitable then or not, obviously, because we can't, foresee the future.
So let me chime in on this real quick, and I'll pass it off.
Max
to
is
Axel
itching.
to-
Yeah,
I
He's
mentioned
ready to
you.
go. He's
I
ready.
mentioned you.
The hat almost
I'm-
came off, Shinji. It was like 2
down.
seconds away.
Um,
Oh, by the
Okay,
way,
first
Max,
of all-
what kind of hat is that? By the way,
we
hold on. This
I
is
gotta
really
get him
important.
off. I'm trying to get him off track. That's
This
all.
is really important, okay? First of all, who told you that it's 20% less? Okay. Second of all, that's not true. We are already at EIP 1559 levels. Okay. I'm gonna now hand that over to Max to let him vent.
You just took it away.
okay.
You took away his
His
fun.
eyebrow was twitching.
So, well, hang on a second. Now you're going to make me look it up because it has been fluctuating, and so the actual average gas prices now have actually gone up a little bit. So we could see a bigger drop from where it's at to where it will be after 1559. Right now, I just looked at the block. Just scanning the blocks. You're looking at somewhere between 20 and 30 is the cost of gas, GUI per gas.
Oh yeah, so it's gone up double
So it,
or
had gone
whatever.
up. It had been like between 5 and 10 for a little while, and so
Yeah.
yeah, back then we knew it wasn't going to. But here's the thing. So
Please, Max, please.
this is a system of equilibrium. Okay, right now, Ethereum is the big boy out there, and we're getting paid transaction fees, and it is the big coin out there, so everybody feels comfortable mining it. So therefore, it's good. It is a little bit more profitable to mine it. It's because of the way the system is set up right now. It isn't equal as far as having things kind of go up and down equally. Once this happens with Ethereum and the profits drop, you're going to see this moving back and forth between the coins and finding this point of equilibrium. So it will have a tendency to bring down everything a little bit. It's not going to be some dramatic change, but it'll bring it down everything. Because as soon as you say, well, now Ethereum is the same profitability as, say, Raven, so people are going to be switching back and forth as the hash rate changes. So there's no way to say, okay, Ethereum's going to go down, so therefore I'm going to go to this one coin. Because if everybody goes to that one coin, the difficulty goes up, the profitability,
it rebalances.
and now something else is more profitable. So
Max, I want you to give me a firm 100% guaranteed statement. I'm tired of these. It depends. I want you to give me a firm statement that, Ethereum's going to be this price on this day.
right,
You
And
obviously don't know what you're talking about.
right, and
Oh, look at him. He's wearing a Raven shirt.
There's
He's obviously promoting
There's
it.
the price of the coins. There's how many people out there that are actually either getting into mining or getting out of mining. So you have the total hash rate of the entire system. So yes, all of these things come into play. There was a reason why services like NiceHash became popular. They became popular because you could constantly chase the thing that is the most profitable
Auto
at
switching
that time. Right. So
for a reasonable fee of 10%.
Right, exactly. So, yes, I believe that there will be more people possibly going back to those types of services again. There will be a rise in those services. Right now, there hasn't been a big need for them. Ethereum has been the top dog. So you could just turn on your rig, point it to an Ethereum pool, and forget about it. Those days will be over shortly. I believe that when we do get past the August 4th, there's going to be a lot of changing around of. The only thing that could possibly change that is if Ethereum spikes because of the burning of fees. That has a good enough press and that causes Ethereum to go up, therefore making it more profitable, even though the actual amount of Ethereum you're earning is less. So the bottom line is it depends. You just have to watch it. I mean, I watch what to mine basically at least once a day to see what's out there. I make changes based upon either 24 hours or three-day averages, and will change. I have constantly been changing my LHR 3060 Ti's between Ergo and Raven, depending on what's the most profitable over. I'm not doing it, based on current, because if you look at it, you'll see that Conflux is like this up and down thing all the time. It'll become the most profitable by 50 cents to $1, and then you look 2 hours later, because everybody moved to it because it looked like it was the most profitable. Now it's the least profitable because it has so little hash rate that it only takes a little bit of movement to cause the difficulty to rise and fall quite a bit. So things like Raven that actually can handle quite a bit of hash rate, those will not have the same swings. Or an Ethereum Classic, for example, those will not have the same swings because they have a higher amount of hash rate because they've been consistently more profitable. And then the other one that I look at, and you guys have heard me talk about it before, is Firo, because Firo is not on any of those profit switching platforms, although not profit switching per se. So anyway, bottom line is that not to transition totally, but Seb's video today was phenomenal. And one of the things I took away from that, and actually gives me chills just thinking about it, because I was thinking the same exact thing. It's been kind of boring mining. You just set it to Ethereum and you can leave it. The part of the fun for me when I got into this was I didn't know what coin I was going to mine. So it's that going back and forth and fine tuning on all the different coins and things like that. If you're in this just for the money and you don't like to tinker, okay, maybe this won't be so fun for you. But if you like to tinker, there's going to be a whole bunch of different coins that are going to be more profitable. I even mentioned to Chum Change the other day that I mined Rio, a little bit of Rio for the first time, and started tinkering with that a little bit. So there's going to be lots of things to mine, a lot of things to experiment with. I'm looking forward to the fun.
Right. Max, look at that question in Discord I just posted. Oh, did you already answer that?
Kinda, but he didn't answer directly.
Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't really sure. So I don't know if you want to just kind of bleed into that right now and explain why that doesn't mean it's going to be more profitable.
Yeah, there's a
lot of factors, I guess.
The people that mine and the people that invest.
Let me just repeat the question real quick.
Okay.
Astrostar, so he asked if the profit drops and people jump over to Raven, I guess the Raven will go up, right? Like, I think he's asking if the price will go up because everybody's jumping over to it. No, the mining of it does not have a direct influence on the price of a coin. It has a very small influence because if people are aware of a coin, like for instance, if you're mining the coin, well, then you're gonna get some, obviously, because you're mining it, and you will have more of a tendency to transact what you're mining. So there's
or tell your friends about it.
What was that?
Or tell your friends about it, thus making it more known.
Right. So there's a small effect, but overall, I would say no. It's kind of lost in the noise. So what is possibly could happen with Raven is it does have a halving coming up.
Yep.
I know it's in first quarter. I'm not sure exactly when, but there are some people that are excited to see what happens. I know the last day or two, Raven has actually gone up above 6 cents. I know that doesn't sound like much, but it was down at 5 cents just the other day. So I don't know if that's excitement around the halving or not, but there are definitely some people that are mining Raven a lot more because of the possibility of the increase in the price of Raven after the halving.
You just gotta go for it. You just gotta, pick the coin and do it.
This is a good way to transition into a different part that I was going to get into later, but we're already talking about it. So, which is mining after Eth 2.0, or sorry, mining after, right? About the Raven thing. So just an example. 1 year ago, I was making 1 Ethereum a month. Okay, on like, I don't even remember, 400 mega hash, whatever. I was making 1 Ethereum a month. Back then, it was like $300. So I was actually breaking even at most on electrical costs. Sorry, I was making a little bit, but not breaking. I was breaking even and making a little bit. My apologies. If I would have kept all that to only like 2-3 months ago, I would have potentially been mining $4,400 a month off $150 of electricity. That is freaking incredible. That pays off a rig in 3 months, right? Now, those are something called realized profits, okay? Right now, I am mining, I got 70 mega hash on Raven because I kind of like that coin. Just, you gotta like a project, right? I have 70 mega hash on that coin. I am currently netting over 3,000 coins a month. Now, let's say in the future, these coins go to $1, okay? That means I'm making $3,000 a month on $58 electricity, okay? So there's no way to know this unless, Max, is your time machine still broken?
It is.
Yeah, okay, so he's waiting on the flux capacitor. They don't, because of COVID, it's really hard to get. Anyways,
he needs some plutonium.
Oh no, we have plenty of that, right? I got some friends that work at the power plant nearby, but
there's a meeting at the Home Depot to get some. That's what I heard.
Oh no, that was last week, Great Ball. This week is uranium and hot stuff. So the problem is that we don't know. Okay, we don't. No one knows what's going to happen. And guess what? When the price goes high, everyone's going to flood to that coin because of profitability. So just like with regular investing or traditional investing that we all know, like Wall Street and all that, you got to diversify. Now, right now, there's really no point because Ethereum is very profitable, and it actually makes more sense to mine Ethereum than convert it to another coin in a lot of instances. Now, if you have a LHR, any revision card, it is not limited on Raven, and it's excellent for Raven, being that it can't really do Ethereum, at least to its full potential. So what I'm trying to say is you got to diversify and pick a project that you like. For me, personally, I really like Raven. It feels nice looking at my wallet being like, man, I made 100 coins today. Yeah, that feels good. It feels really good, right? It may only be $5, but
I have a little bit different perspective of that.
Yeah. Please talk about your perspective.
The man wearing the Raven shirt, mind you.
Right. I look at mining and investing as completely separate. So obviously I'm mining Ethereum with most of my stuff. Anything that isn't LHR is mining, and isn't 4 gig is mining Ethereum. But if you really believe that another coin is going to go up, you're better off mining Ethereum, selling whatever you want to sell out of Ethereum, and go buy the other coin.
Exactly, 100%.
For when profitability drops. If your cost of electricity is more than you're making, don't keep mining. My opinion is take that money you have in power that you're saving because you're not mining and go invest, because that way, if you're say $300 in power and you're only making $250 mining, fine, take the $300, put it in whatever coin you want, and you have $50 more than you would have had at the end of the day if you had mined it.
And you won't have any heat in your house.
Well, that's part of the equation. So I'm trying to keep it simple, but you're right. In the winter, definitely. You got to take what your heat savings is. we talked about this the other day. I got 3 kilowatt of hash rate downstairs. So in the winter, it'll definitely help keep the house warm. So I would factor that in and say how much is my savings, because
gas or electricity. It's
exactly. So again, it all goes into that. But just in general, if you're losing money mining, you're better off not mining, taking the savings that you would be paying the power and investing that in the market instead.
Real quick, before we forget what you just said about that in the winter time, just because I am a technician and, tradesman, if you guys are heating your house with your mining rigs, please still turn on your heating equipment, the thermostat. Don't keep it off, because if your equipment's off, it's just going to cause problems when it tries to start up whenever you need it eventually, if it's in like 2 years. You know what I mean? You want to keep it cycling. So don't just shut off your heating equipment just to use mining rigs. please.
it isn't going to heat your
That's
house really well. If you have a 1,500.
Well,
to
if you brought all my rigs, trust me, your house would be warm.
Right. If you got 1,500 to 2,000 square feet, yeah, you're still going to need the fans on to circulate the heat, definitely.
Right. You just want to fire the furnace or the boiler or whatever it is, just so stuff doesn't get stuck. It's like leaving a car in your driveway and not driving it ever. You know what I mean? When you go to start it up, it's going to have issues.
Yeah, thanks for bringing up a sore subject.
Sorry, buddy.
The pandemic. Ouch. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and going off of what Chump Change said, that's very important because at least if you live in a state or part of the world where it gets below freezing, let's say you go off on holiday and then your mining rig goes offline and it was a nice hash. Sorry. It was.
We don't go off on holiday, by the way.
I'm trying to appeal toward the world here, okay?
It's vacation.
Vacation or holiday. Let's say you went on holiday. So let's say you went on vacation or holiday, and then your mining rig goes offline for X, Y, and Z reason, and then it gets colder and colder and colder, and now you got to call Chump Change to come over and fix all your pipes that bursted.
He doesn't fix pipes; he installs them.
He just lays pipe. He lays pipe down.
Yeah,
He lays his pipe.
Wow.
Okay,
They're all
alright.
there. You just had to take us to the finish line. Anyway.
So yeah, that's a very good point. We're gonna move on to the next question, Chump Change. If you want to just throw that at me.
Honestly, I don't think we have any other ones that I saw. If you guys
Okay,
have any
well, let me-
questions, please at me in the chat and just drop them so I can snag them and bring them over.
It's important that you add them so that way it gets seen. You don't have
Yeah,
to
it's a
do-
lot.
Or you could just super chat them, but that works too.
Hold on, it said, oh, Jesus is Lord said, what is the next Bitcoin? I want to be rich like the people that had 10,000 Bitcoin when it was $10.
Oh yeah, I can tell you what that coin is. I can guarantee it right now. Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Bitcoin's the next
no,
Bitcoin.
unfortunately, nobody knows. We can only speculate, but yeah.
Yeah, my opinion is just to diversify. Like, let me be clear here. If you have non-LHR cards, yeah, don't mine other coins, guys. No, mine Ethereum and then convert that to the coin you want. Because if you just mine other coins directly, it's going to be significantly less. Well, in most cases, it'll be significantly less profitable. So just like what Max Voltage was saying, you want to just mine that coin and then convert it to something else, or just buy the coin outright, depending on the electrical costs. Because then, if it's going to cost me, $1,000 of electricity a month, but I'm only going to make $750 in coins, I might as well just go buy it and get, 25% more. That's quite a bit. So, does anyone in the roundtable want to comment on things we've talked about
Yeah.
before we move on to the next
I
thing?
do.
Yeah, go
do.
ahead.
I have a problem with that statement you just made, because what about the whole aspect of a coin mooning? That's what we all want. We want that coin to moon. And, that little sleeper coin, hey, we're going to mine it. I'm going to get 2 million of them. And I'm waiting for it to hit $1 piece. I'm going to be sitting with my feet in the sand.
Well, that
And then I
still
woke
applies.
up and we're at where we're at.
You had to pay your electric bill.
And I had to
Yeah.
pay my electric bill, which was,
Well, we can buy music coin right now if we really wanted to, but it makes no sense to mine it. It's probably
Yeah.
better to just.
hey,
Mine
music
Ethereum.
coin was a good coin.
I'm not saying it
Flash
wasn't.
music coin.
okay?
I've got like 15,000 of those.
Yeah.
Worth like $20 total.
I haven't even opened the wallet in 2 years, okay? So fun. My wife is so happy the power consumption. She's like, "Oh my God, you better stop mining because our power is really low." It's like, yeah, that ain't happening.
Yeah, I mean, so if you guys want to know what the next big coin is, you want to know how to get rich quick, just subscribe to my scam channel and I'll gladly take your money. So with that said,
Well,
I'm
actually,
just
from
joking,
what
guys.
Baldini was just saying, it sounds like you just need to find out what he's mining and make sure you go a different direction.
Exactly.
Pretty
yeah.
much.
Oh,
That's what I took out of that.
oh man. You know what I follow? You know who I follow? Mastermind Crypto. He is my savior. He's the man to go to. Follow
Yeah.
him.
Mastermind Crypto
he's
is
in
also.
He's in the chat, by the way.
And he's in the chat. He's also a YouTuber. He is part of the Misfits Mining Discord. He's an awesome guy, really knowledgeable, really knows how to do cool stuff. And he has the smoothest killer voice out of all of us
Yeah.
here. If I'm going to get murdered, I want to get murdered by that voice.
Hey, now. Don't bash
It'll
the
give you
Tuesday boys.
goosebumps before you feel it coming.
I will
No,
come
it's
for
just
you.
like, you know, it kind of gives you that ASMR, like, I'm going to kill you. And then I'm going to kill you really fast. And then you're going to be killed so hard, you'll be dead. You know, it's like real smooth, you know?
He does have a
Who
smooth
doesn't want to be
voice.
killed by that? Yeah, who doesn't want to be killed by a smooth voice? You know what I mean?
I'm gonna drop a link to his channel in a second.
Yeah, let's give him
As soon
some
as I can.
subs. Let's give him a little love.
Man, he's only at 46. We gotta get him some
46.
subs. We gotta get him some subs.
Wow, yeah, 46. No, we can't have that. We need to at least get to 69 tonight.
Yeah, he's a really, really good guy, and he knows his stuff. He's in our Discord. He's very active. So if you guys, if you guys want, you know, talk to him or watch his videos or have any questions or whatever. I mean, he's fairly new, but he's getting there. Just like everybody else, got to start somewhere, you know.
He always wants me to buy him dinner for some reason. I don't get it. But I
Well,
will.
he wants
because
you
you
to
ask him
buy
a lot of questions.
dinner at that like sketchy restaurant on the outskirts of town in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah.
next to the mining fields. Yeah,
All you
that
can
one.
eat crab legs.
it's not all you can eat. It's a scam. All right, so we're gonna move on here, guys. Anyways, just wrap that up. Raven's a great coin. I personally like it a lot, especially if you have an LHR card. It does excellent on it. Luckily, with Ethereum, you know, all this stuff going on, I mean, it does bring a lot of excitement, a lot of attention, which generally increases the price. So that's great. The price going down does suck, but I mean, if that really affects you that much, I mean, I'm sorry, maybe mining's not for you. So you got to really, you know, zoom out and look at the bigger picture, because every time it does this, right? Then it does this even higher, at least in the last 3 boom and bust cycles. I mean, go back 2 years, go back a couple of years to 2017, right? It'd be like, oh yeah, Bitcoin's going to be at 64,000 one day in 2 years. Man, I would have thought you were crazy. 20K Bitcoin, man, that is wow, right? Now it's like normal. So
Weren't the graphs they used to call him the Bart Simpson or something, the way
because
it
it
was
does
spiking?
this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The head.
Yeah, buy low, sell high. All right, guys, so we're going to move on to the next item, which is, you know, just ending items. And if you guys have questions, drop them in the chat. First of all, I just want to talk about a little story. So I don't know, did I talk about my camera last week or the week before?
With the long lens?
I don't remember.
Just the lens repair. Did I talk about that?
Nope.
No?
I
Okay.
don't think
Well,
so.
I know I talked about it in Discord, but not on stream. So I am a professional photographer on the side. That is one of my jobs. I did a wedding about a month and a half ago. And while I was at longer than that ago. While I was at that wedding, one of my cameras, so this is my Sony A7R4. Right now I got my 200 millimeter G Master lens on it. So I had this slung, not this lens, but one that's about that long. I had this slung right here. Oh, that's not good. I had this slung right here. And then it went straight down because the strap gave out and landed right on the hood. It cracked the hood and it damaged the protective lens cover that was in there. So that one drop cost as much as one of these fully kitted out. This, my friends, is the Sony ZV-1. So you guys can kind of look at it right there.
This one?
And I'm not, yep. Yeah, the one you got, Chump Change has one as well.
I have all the same parts for it too in the garage.
Yeah,
I haven't brought them down here yet.
And everything. So the repair for that $2,600 lens that I dropped was $825. This camera right here, fully kitted out with a wide angle and macro lens and a small rig cage, which Small Rig's a good company in my opinion, costs less than that. And so you get a full camera that you can make awesome YouTube content with a very decent mic already built in for less than the cost of a lens repair. So what I want to try to say is you don't need anything like this to make YouTube videos, okay? I would not have this stuff if I wasn't a professional. I'd be using something like this. So if you guys want to make content or whatever, this is one of the best, in my opinion, the best value for making content right now. This is Sony ZV-1. The reason why I want to talk about this is there's this misconception out there that if you want to be a YouTuber, you need equipment. And you know what? Some of the most successful YouTube channels started on an iPhone with no lighting, no audio. In fact, I think that's how Mr. Beast started. He started with his webcam and his phone. And content is king. So let me know in the live chat or in the YouTube comments after this that if you guys want me to make a video of like, you know, different ways you could create content, how to set up studios and lighting and audio and all that. I've been getting a lot of questions and DMs about that lately, and I'm just trying to test the waters to see if that's something people want to see. But generally, when you do make a video or whatever, the first thing you should buy, the very first thing if you want to make content, is a good microphone with a good interface. Why do I say this? Well, you know, you can watch, you know, a lot of, okay, so I bet 50% of the people that are going to watch this very video aren't going to watch the whole thing visually. They're going to be listening to it like a podcast in their pocket or whatever.
Right.
They're going to just put it on their phone, put their earbuds in, go off like while they're working or whatever. So if you have good audio, that's really important, especially if it's a faceless video where you're just showing your hands or whatever. Second thing after that is lighting. You need good light. The camera is only as good as the amount of light you have. Remember, what is a camera? What is a camera, guys? A camera is a fancy light capture device. That's all it is. It's designed and made and engineered specifically just to capture light. If there's no light, it's not going to capture it very well. So you need light. Then after that is when, microphone, microphone, light, then camera, and all the other, gimbals, tripods, all that stuff is at the bottom. That's how you want to go in priority of equipment if you definitely want to make content or be a YouTuber or whatever, stuff like that. So I just don't want people to think that you really need, $20,000 studio to make content. You don't. There's a lot of YouTubers that do it with nothing, and they're very successful. In fact,
I just dropped a
RPM,
link to that camera, the ZV-1, in the chat, so you guys know if anyone's really interested in that camera, because a couple people were asking. Sorry, go ahead. Didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, no, it's fine. In fact, did you guys know when you watch RPM's videos, he's actually using the wrong lens on his camera?
Oh,
in fact, did you guys know?
Well, it's a good thing he's here in the chat.
Let the cat out.
Perfect. Hi, Red Panda. How you doing?
Oh, wow, that's funny. I wasn't even looking at the chat. He just got here. Wow. His ears must have been burnt. So RPM, if you guys don't know, for some reason, is a very successful,
he's a god.
I would say. He's a god YouTuber. He's a really awesome crypto YouTuber. He's really down to earth. And you can look at his videos. It's all mostly handheld on a camera with the wrong lens on it. If you guys ever wondered why it looked like that, well, I've known from the start. I was like, why is he using the freaking crop sensor lens? Anyways, so he's
banning you
from the chat.
You're banned. You're banned forever.
And look how
hey,
successful it is.
you gave him a wrench and not me, so that's your fault, Panda.
Oh.
Oh gosh. Yeah, hey, welcome Rad Panda. Thanks for joining us.
By the way,
now he's blushing.
Funny story that right before I did the Tim Bako interview, I wanted to do a test stream beforehand to make sure everything was set up because it was important. And so I had Great Baldini and Chump Change on the stream with me, but I had Tekshinji watching and telling me what needed to change. And it's because he's very, very particular and very, very precise in how things need to be and how they should be. So yes, he was the only person that probably knew that, oh, wait a minute, you're using this lens. Why are you using this lens?
Yeah, so like actually RPM did tell me I'm the only one that's ever mentioned that. So you guys ever wondered about the vignetting?
You're just a
effect?
nitpicker. You're a nitpicker.
The vignetting effect on
No one else ever noticed, Panda. No one ever noticed besides Shinji. He's the only one.
You can't even tell unless it's on a high contrast image. So yeah.
Hey, I must say, by the way, GoPro Hero 8, that's what I use most of the time with my videos. I was using the ZV-1 for a while, but this camera was like a $300 camera. It's got the media mod on it, and this thing does 4K. It's what, 40 at, what is it, at 60? How's it go? 4K at 60, is that what it's called?
4K 60 FPS.
Yeah, so I just changed it.
9.97, but yeah.
It was at 30 and I changed it to 60 and I noticed the quality was like way better. I was super shocked. I didn't think it even worked that well. And yeah, I mean, honestly, I would rather use my GoPro now over the ZV-1 only because of the actual like movement and how active I am in my videos until I actually ask Shinji how to set it up properly. That is. Yeah. I've been saying I was going to ask for months.
So I just bought that off your link, and you're going to tell me you use a different camera now?
No. Let me please elaborate on what.
So I should go buy the GoPro.
I'll drop the GoPro. Yeah. Now after you bought that, now go buy the GoPro. I'll drop a link to the GoPro as well, Baldini. Jeez, you're a pain. You're a pain.
Shinji, I don't know if you saw, but Panda just says, I'm going back to OnePlus cell phone video. F at Tekshinji.
You know, that's what I'm trying to emphasize here, guys. None of you guys noticed that RPM was using not the optimal equipment, right? None of you noticed that. But he does have a very good microphone on his camera. And that's how you're able to hear him when he's yelling into the mic in his loud server rooms, okay? This is a very good example, in fact, of what I'm trying to say is RPM is very successful, does very well, and he has, you know, mismatched equipment, not the best lighting, whatever. He's doing fine. He's great because content is king. If you don't have good content, it doesn't matter how good the cinematography is. No one's going to watch your video. So that's what's really important. Now, as for me, I have no content, and I think I like to make good videos, but, you know, it's really...
You have a TV studio there. So.
They take a long time to make, I'll say that.
So this is a link to a GoPro Hero 8 that's renewed, actually. I bought in a few renewed items, and they like from Amazon, and they actually are perfectly fine. So this is a little cheaper if you guys are interested in the GoPro.
Hey, Rabid Mining Tech, Crypto and Tech, that's my line. You can't use that. Just saying. I only say what's going on here every time I join the stream. Let's see. Oh, Crypto Kid, it's what engineers do. Nitpick. Yeah, I guess.
I don't like the GoPro 8. The picture looks like a cheap camera.
It is a cheap camera. That's
dude, it's cheap, but it works well. I really like it because it's really like it has the stability. Like if you're, you know, as like an action setting, and it literally stabilizes the camera. Like you can shake the crap out of it, and it actually holds very well.
I really am actually looking forward to using it. I got one. I had one actually donated to my channel, which is still just like blows my mind. Thank you again, Austin Walls. But I'm stoked to start using it for content. So like I've got like the chest rig and even just using it. So like I'm in the process of finishing a video of a package that I got from Austin Wells where he gave me the camera and some other accessories and stuff. But I did a side-by-side video of the iPhone 11 plus the GoPro Hero 8. And it is so interesting to see the difference in, I mean, the wide camera angle. I can see both of my arms clear up to my shoulder almost. And just, anyways, it's super interesting. So I'm going to start using it.
Yeah, I really like it.
Does it do you record to an SD card or
micro
SD? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, micro SD.
So let me just talk about that. What everyone's saying right now is very good points. Let me just respond to some stuff in the live chat. Red Panda Mining says, Tekshinji, people like me because of me. I am so offended now. Pocket Change says, OMG, we should have a roast the YouTubers night. Teaspoon, Tekshinji, Teaspoon Miner, Great Baldini, and Chum Change. Yes, we should do a Linus Sebastian style roast of me or whatever. Yeah, we should definitely do that. That'll be a lot of fun.
I think she just means like anybody we bring on. We just bring like random people on, any YouTuber, and we just all sit here and roast them.
Oh, we should do like a
there's a show like that, isn't there, where they all like line up and they all just like roast this one person.
You're gonna need another channel because we're gonna have to swear in that.
Oh, I'd be punching my screen, you guys making fun of me and stuff. You know, I wouldn't take it well.
Can we put that on my channel? We can totally do it on mine.
There you go.
Great.
Pocket Change is unmonetized, totally okay.
Yep.
18 plus only.
Uncensored.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
so let me just talk real quick about the GoPros and the cameras. So yeah, Chumchinj is right. A GoPro is probably the best for his situation because he does a lot of facing out. What I mean is, right now the camera's facing me, right? So he would have the camera on a chest rig or something right around here, and you can see both arms. You can see a first-person view of what he's doing. It moves with them. And the GoPros actually have software active stabilization. So what they do is they record a really wide shot, crop in with software, and it has a gyroscope inside that detects the movement and adjusts the frame, just like it does on a warp stabilizer in your video editing software. It does it in camera. Now, it's not as good as real stabilization, like a steady shot in a Sony camera or something, like not even close, but it does make it a lot smoother, which is what most people want. And it does have a little bit of warping, which I really hate, but like almost no one can see it. So what's nice about the GoPro is, one thing is, guess what? Have you ever noticed the GoPro lenses look like a fisheye? They're not flat, they're like rounded like a dome.
Yep.
Well, there's a reason for that. GoPro lenses have something called, it's some proprietary name, but it's one of those like super wide angles. So the lens is actually designed to have a narrow focal length right in the center of the frame. Then as you go out, it gets wider and wider. It's designed like that on purpose. That way, if you have something directly in the middle, it's not warped. But as you go wider, it gets a little more warped, but you can see more of the frame, more of the picture. So a good example is if someone holds their arm out, like how I'm doing right now, my arm would look all mutilated. It'll look really funny on the edge of the frame, but as I get closer, it'll look normal again. It'll look like a normal focal length. That's designed by design. And the thing is, most people don't look on your peripheral vision. Most people look in the center. And because it's such a wide angle, it's great for chest mount, first-person view type content. You can even make normal content like that, like this, as a vlog or whatever. What difference between a GoPro and a regular camera is, well, there's quite a bit. They don't cost more for no reason. So the benefits of GoPro, the price is lower, it's more compact, and you get a wider focal length. It's really great. I personally don't like them because they're only good for one thing, which is that. Another thing is GoPros have been notorious with quality control and overheating, and they are really bad at that. With GoPros, they also take micro SD cards, which are just generally lower quality. But I mean, most content, a lot of people use them, you can't even tell. With these type of cameras, they have a bigger lens. You could get more of that bokeh effect or the blurred background. The GoPro's aperture on the lens is so narrow, it's really hard to get that effect, especially if you don't have a good ratio between the subject and the background. So like, for example, you can see behind me is a little bit blurry. As I move backward, everything starts to get kind of in more focus because it's tracking my eyes. That's the effect that's kind of hard to achieve on a GoPro. But yeah, it really depends on the type of content you want to make. There's a lot of ads in chat, so let me just address this really fast.
Maybe we could design a bracket to throw a fan on that GoPro and keep the heat down.
All right.
There is mods. So there is
Put it up
mods
against
like
your.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of people that made 3D printed brackets and stuff like that. The only thing is, to do that, you need an external microphone. That's the only thing.
Gotcha.
Mr. Y2 Canonus? I don't know how to pronounce that. Tekshinji Canonymous said that. Tekshinji only cams.
Y2K Anonymous.
Y2K Anonymous,
That's how you
that's
say
right. Tekshinji only cams. Maybe one day. Null says, Tekshinji, where is the Squarespace and private internet access spots for LTT? Well, I am not sponsored by them yet, so maybe one day if they do sponsor me, I'll do that. I am working on a couple of sponsorships with a few other people right now, working out the details. CryptoShape says, Tekshinji, can I make a camera mine Bitcoin? Technically, you could probably do it. Cameras do have very powerful AI processors. Modern cameras like this one, the way they work, they actually have artificial intelligence algorithm inside that detects something that looks like a human. There's been problems with it, but it's the same graphical. If you look at how a graphics card chip, the architecture is laid out versus like a CPU chip, a graphics card chip has a bunch of like little processing type things. A computer chip on the 86X architecture is a little different. It's more, it's got a bunch of, like a couple of cores. A graphics card chip is essentially like hundreds of cores, which is really good for AI intensive applications. Cameras do have that type of, modern cameras at least, have that type of technology in it, and it's very powerful. Now, as for mining, probably not, because they're not designed for long sustained loads like that. They're designed for, you know, just working at like a certain constant. But I guess you could if you really wanted to. I guess if I make a video like that, it would get no views and it would take so much work, because I would have to hack the firmware on the camera, and then I would wreck my, you know, $3,000
Just fake
camera.
them out. Just say you plugged the cord in, you started mining with the camera, and then let it begin.
Just like switch up the HDMI cable.
Yeah,
so no one
I
can
started
tell.
this miner up with my camera, and I'm getting, you know, so many hits per second.
Let's see. The professor says, Tekshinji, the knowledge is too deep. Hear me looking at my puny smartphone camera. Ha! Yeah, sorry guys. I'll back off a little bit. RPM says, Tekshinji, just say no. Ha! Just say no. I think that's in reference to sponsorships. I'm not sure. All right. So yeah, that's the only camera stuff I want to talk about today. Was there any questions that came up that I missed during that, you know, long spew?
I
think you were just rambling.
I just want to say for the record that you say you want every week, you say you want to keep it to an hour, and every time
He talked for a straight hour easy.
Yeah, for an hour easy. Right?
We're approaching 2.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm trying to cut myself short. Otherwise, I'll keep going. I was going to talk about this thing too and all that, but you know, we're running out of time. So, besides, no one's said anything, right? No one's noticed what these things are. Yeah, that's fine.
It's just
So
stuff.
you guys will see. You guys will see.
One looks like cooking oil, and the other looks like a
you're
radiator
cooking a
out of a
GPU.
VW. There you go. Makes
I
the
will
fries.
say that is not for what do you call the mining where you dunk your GPUs?
Oh, immersion
That is
cooling?
not for immersive cooling.
No, it is not. No,
So
it is
I
not.
just wanted to clarify that so people don't at least wonder about that.
This is not for immersion cooling.
It's not for cooking French fries.
Nope, you definitely don't want to cook French fries with this. It'll taste very funny. And won't fry it. It'll probably boil it.
Funny.
Oh,
Yeah, and if just a little
like
quick
boiled
teaser.
peanuts. Ever
Yeah,
have
kinda.
boiled peanuts? Ooh.
Little teaser, you can kind of see there's a reservoir here, some water, dual
You're
pumps
building a
right
car.
here. Yeah, basically, it kind of looks like that.
Nice.
Yeah, so all right, let me look at the chat here and catch up. The professor says, Tekshinji, what's some of the concerns with ETH what are your thoughts about competing POS blockchains like Solana, ADA, DOT? I asked Serpent earlier, curious on everyone's opinion. The professor, I don't know. I don't know what those, I don't really know much about that. I'm gonna have to look that up and probably get back to you next week or something. Yeah, let me actually write this
just
down.
look at
A little
Max.
bit about,
Yeah,
about
Max,
There you go.
do you want to talk on that?
Yeah, Cardano I've been keeping track of. I honestly don't know much about Polkadot, but Cardano is a work in progress. So it's going to be kind of wait and see. The thing I like about it is they've been generally hitting their milestones and making things happen. So it's definitely different than say an Ethereum, which is a publicly sourced project where Cardano is centrally designed, with very key people making specific decisions about it. So anyway, I don't know. I'm curious. I like Cardano. I think it's going places, but hard to really say.
It was a good investment for me.
Yeah, it's done well for me as well. But as we all know, things can go up or can go down just as easily as they go up. But yeah, this is not anything we're talking about here is not investment advice.
No.
But yeah, I personally have
Use at your own risk.
I personally have a bag of Cardano. So
Yeah, guys. If it hasn't been said earlier, it's in the description of the YouTube chat. YouTube description, all that. Not financial advice. Past performance is not indicative of future performance, blah, blah, blah. Make sure you do your own research and read the manual, because we can't be held responsible for what may or may not happen. And this is technically for entertainment purposes only. Just so you guys know. Right. Next question. Taines. Tekshinji, what's up with that VW radiator you got sitting on your table? It's actually closer to a Honda Civic radiator. Crypto Kid, is it acetone? No, it is not. It is electrically insulative coolant. We'll talk about that at a later time because we're getting kind of close to the end of the stream here. Crypto Shape,
I think we're past the end of the stream here.
Yeah. Are you building a coffee maker?
We ran out of space on the hard drive.
I got 4 terabytes. I could technically go for.
Of course you do.
Now.
Of course you do.
Crypto Shape asks, "Are you building a coffee maker?" No, my coffee grinder broke today, and I took it apart and I diagnosed the problem because I'm one of those people. It needs a new motherboard, so I ordered a motherboard.
I would have just dumped it in the trash.
Real coffee drinkers grind by hand, just so you know.
I don't.
You guys are gonna see a nerd off in 3.
Oh my god.
2.
Yeah. Okay, here. I buy my pre-ground coffee at the store.
You know what? There's nothing wrong with that. If that is what you're gonna do, you could be a heretic as much as you want. I won't judge you.
I gotta get up, make my coffee, hit the road in the truck.
Yeah, I mean,
I ain't
my
got
own
no
coffee
time for no grinding.
Every morning, it's like at least 10 minutes because you got to grind it, you got to measure it, you got to weigh it, you got to put in the percolator, the drip thing. You got to make sure it comes out at the right. There's a lot of stuff. You got to check the temperature.
Panda has a question. He wants to know what everybody's doing tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I'm gonna do a live stream with this thing.
Nice. What time are you going live?
Sometime after church, so probably in the afternoon to evening, right around there.
Right. Yeah, no, I was just wondering because a lot of other people live stream. I know Panda does an AMA, I believe.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna do it after Panda and Serpent.
Right.
Not during their time. I don't want to step on their toes. Crypto Bagel, what's your thoughts on Chia? Wow, that's all like a whole nother live stream. I will say it is getting more promising. The first pool has officially opened, so that's great. I personally have not done any Chia stuff. I need my hard drives for stuff. There's 4K 60 FPS and ProRes RAW is several gigabytes per minute. Okay, so I don't have space. I got my NASs are all getting filled with data, so I can't do that. Tane says, I'm ready to play some StarCraft 2. Oh yeah, 2. Red Panda, you should.
Yeah, way to go! You guys just made me buy 1 last night. You freaking tell me I'm moving on to 2 today.
2-3.
Oh, all right.
That's
all right.
what Red Panda was asking.
I take it back.
Tomorrow, but
actually, I do have a question for you guys. Like, if we're gonna get together and play games after Misfit Mining Live, would you guys want us to do like Twitch streams? I know Panda does it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what you guys think about it because I do have a Twitch channel. I never really use it ever. I know Panda does, but I don't know if that's something like people want to see. Like if they want to hang out with us and game with us, I mean, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. But
I would feel honored.
I'm just interested if
I don't have a problem with it. As long as we don't, if we're in voice chat, we'll just have to figure that part out because we can't be talking at the same time to 4 different streams. But I mean, I'm totally for it.
Right.
Why not? You just
Chumchange is a professional COD player, so he's just real humble about it.
Dude, I haven't played COD in a while actually. I actually deleted it and have not re-downloaded it. Yeah, like a dummy. I was trying to get it onto my hard drive because it was on my C drive and it was taking up like all the room. So
well, yeah, you need a hard drive just to play the game. Like you need a separate drive just for it.
Right. And that's what I didn't have, and it was annoying me that my C drive was like almost all the way loaded just because of that game. I was like, all right, I got to switch this, and I couldn't figure it out. So I just deleted it, and then I'm like, why did I do that? Because now I got to figure out how to re-download it. I probably got to pay for it again.
No, you
I don't
have to
know.
pay for it again. it's or whatever. It's just like, I don't know, what is it now? 200 gigabytes? Some outrageous amount?
It just kept going up and up and up, and it was
How many
just
textures do you need to freaking load up? I don't get why they whatever.
right.
It is what it is. Yeah, guys. So only question I have for you guys is, do you guys want to see content from me regarding like video, studio, audio, that type of stuff? Because I'm getting a lot of questions about it, and you know, I'm more focused on cryptocurrency at the moment. I don't want to transition away from that yet until the bear market. But I mean, if you guys really want it, I'll do it. I'll make videos of like how to set up your ZV-1, or how to set up, you know, for recording, or how I stream, you know, the equipment I'm wearing on my waist, you know, so that I can hear you guys without it bleeding into this mic right here. I could be totally, you know, if you guys want to know how I do any of this, just let me know, either in the live chat or in the comments below if you're watching this after the fact, either on my channel or Tekshinji's channel. So yeah, I'm gonna just read some last few questions, ask people a round table if they have anything, and then we're gonna close out the stream.
I just want to say hello to Rondi.
Oh,
Yes.
Hey Rondi, what's up, bro? I didn't know you were here.
Yeah, he showed up out of nowhere and told me to verse him one-on-one
Randy.
because he'd kill me in Call of Duty.
Oh,
All right, I see a question from Eric Ashmore on YouTube on the live chat. Tekshinji, do you think EIP 1559 will crush ETH before the switch to POS? I noticed none of the devs have addressed how every update to Curve mining has something diverted the coin further each time. I don't know. So when profitability goes down, people tend to get out of mining, and that's good for me because, you know, I get more. But I don't think it's going to crush it. No, to be honest, I think this time around it's a little bit different because they've seen it happen twice before, the boom and the bust, and people are a little bit less, oh my God, the world's ending, I'm getting out. A lot more people are hodling, a lot more people are going long term. But with that, a lot of people are joining in that are new, that are going to get scared and sell their GPUs for half price to me. So I don't know. We'll see. It's going to happen next month anyway.
I'll pay $100 more than Shinji.
Null says, and you can modify your install to remove parts of the game. COD install doesn't have to be huge anymore. Oh, that's awesome. That's actually pretty nice. That's great. Crypto Bagel says yes. The professor says yes. Crypto Shape says yes. Okay.
Saying yes.
I don't know. They're all adding me and saying yes. Rondi says,
I think it's for the Twitch stream.
Yeah, the Switch.
oh,
streaming
okay.
Twitch.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. We'll definitely do that. Rondi says pocket change, max voltage, mining, crypto, and teaspoon. Tekshinji and Great Baldini, miss you, all of y'all. Yeah, man, we miss you too. Yashnik says, nice shirt. Yes, guys, this is the SavegeMine shirt. Again, all profits from the SavegeMine collection on dogelore.com will go toward the family. So you guys want to go check that out if you can. Rabbit Mining, Crypto, and Tech says, you have a hidden studio under your hair. I don't know how you know that, but now I'm going to have to kill you. So
It's the conditioner.
yeah, so real quick, guys, Rabbit Mining and Crypto Tech has a new YouTube channel. You guys should go subscribe to them. They got a lot of awesome content, especially on CPU mining and things of that nature. He is one of our wonderful Canadian friends. He's got a lot of cool stuff on his channel. Go get subscribed to him as well. Someone could please drop that in the live stream. His channel is quite small at the moment, but he knows his stuff. He's been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, I did it up there too, so yeah. Thank you.
Null says, stop telling people the secret. Yeah, I know, right? I should tell people that mining is 1 over 2. You're going to lose all your money. And 3, sell them all to me right now. Eric Ashmore says, max voltage, Tekshinji, max voltage mining and crypto. Appreciate the answer to the question. You're welcome, buddy. That's what we're here for. John Clayton says, we appreciate your attention to our mining channel and your professionalism. Yes, a behind the scenes to how-to video would appreciate it, especially by SOT LMNO. I don't know what SOT stands for. What does that stand for? If you want to just let me know, John Clayton. Wow, a lot of people are saying stuff now. Crypto Bagel says, anyone notice Tekshinji is out of sync? Video is 2 to 3 seconds behind voice. Is it really?
It's happening.
Yeah, I saw it happen a few times, then it goes away. It's kind of weird.
Okay,
Yeah.
that is kind of strange. I know that's been happening a lot.
We
So,
didn't
kind
I
of
think
buffer it a
SOT
little
is-
bit, maybe.
That's for
I think
sure.
SOT is Son of Tech.
Son of
Oh, yeah.
Tech. I gotta read that again because now I don't understand. How
Maybe
will be
not. I don't know,
appreciated,
that's just
especially
what
by
comes to
Son
mind
of
when I
Tech?
think
Oh,
of
what?
it.
Son of Tech's fine. His content's great. I mean, yeah,
I don't know.
he's great. That's all I have to say about that.
When I hear SOT.
No, I'm just joking,
is
guys.
not
Son of,
SOB.
Son of Tech's content is that what he's talking about?
I don't know. That's just what comes to mind. when I
Yeah,
hear
okay,
this.
yeah. Son of Tech is actually a really knowledgeable YouTuber. I'm joking, totally joking. His video capturing is totally fine for what he needs. His content is awesome. His quality of his research and this is his like job, I think. So he really has a lot of great stuff on this channel. So yeah, definitely Son of Tech is awesome.
I think you might have missed the question or what he said. So basically what he's saying is he wants behind the scenes by you, and it would be appreciated by Son of Tech.
Oh really?
That's what I guess that's what it means.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm rereading it now. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I
understand
think you're
that
right.
now.
Well,
Yeah, that's right. I'd be kind of humbled if he appreciates it. Honestly, there's so much YouTube videos out there on how to do this, that.
Yeah, I've
I
seen
did
so
one-
many behind the scenes of Shinji. He has his back to us while he's doing it.
Oh yeah, guys. So if you guys didn't know, I do Discord exclusive only live streams throughout the week when I'm doing testing and stuff. Like
Everything's a mess. It's all a mess.
All the minutia behind making a video. If you guys don't know, every video that I film, record, every video that I film, record, produce, edit, all that, all the way to where you guys see it, it's about 2 to 4 hours per minute of video. That's how much stuff that happens in the background. I just don't really, I'm not really interested in the, vlog style handheld camera type stuff. That's not really my, I mean, it's a lot easier, a lot faster, but that's not really what I want my channel to be about. So, I mean, there's a lot of those out there. There's thousands of those.
You watch your mouth.
Oh my God, that's not what I meant.
It's out of
That's not what I
sync
meant.
right now, so we're.
Yeah, I'll
an
fix
eye
it in post.
I dropped the link to my Twitch. It's like literally new. I barely ever used it. So if anybody wants to follow that, feel free. I don't know if we will end up doing Twitch streams, but that is that's mine.
Yep. Tane says yes. We're about doing studio and equipment videos. Yeah. All right. I'll make one then. I'll do like a test one. I'll do something simple, like how to stream on the cheap, because I notice those videos are like what everyone asks for. Everyone wants to know how to do it for less money. So I'll try to make a no-cost streaming setup or something similar to that.
I'll be watching that.
Eric Ashmore says the best move I've made to grow my mining farm in the age of eBay scalpers was to buy a Stellar AIO bot. Ooh, I got my own opinions about that, and I personally don't endorse it, but I also know that it can be very good. There is another YouTuber, which I don't think they've said this publicly yet, so I'm not going to say their name, but there's another YouTuber in our Misfits Mining that does actually do that quite a bit, and he's gotten into the weeds of setting up proxies and all that, and it really hasn't worked out for them in the sense of getting a ton of cards. Like, it's gotten them a few, yes, but the 3080s, the really desirable ones, there's too much competition in the bot space.
Yeah, it kind of, was spending all that money for them, and
Yeah, I mean, they're
maybe
not
the companies that are selling it are catching on, and they're combating the bots. And
Oh yeah, 100%.
more and more
100%.
every day.
I wouldn't be surprised if some of the bot companies have a deal with like Newegg, letting them know what they're doing.
Exactly.
Red Panda Mining says ban Tekshinji. Oh, this must have been from when I said the vlog style handheld
Right.
camera.
I think that was after. I think that was after that.
Yeah.
He's coming after you.
Homegrown Crypto says behind the scenes, behind pay well on OnlyFans with extra content of your behind.
He keeps it hidden. He keeps it hidden.
Yeah, go find me on Grindr. You'll see me there. Homegrown Crypto says behind the scenes on a 360-degree camera. Oh, if I ever do content where I'm like out in the field, you know, doing type of tactical work, those are very good for that. So I might do that. Yeah, so if there's any other questions, let us know for anyone here at the live table, the round table, live table, the round table.
He's getting tired, guys.
I'm getting tired.
That's how it goes. He's tired. Like I said, the life bar, the heart's like it's blinking right now. He needs.
He needs the Misfit mining
Get him a
rounds.
Twinkie.
Twinkie.
We're now doing the Misfit mining round
Yellow on the
stream.
outside, white on the inside. Let's see. Yeah, so does anyone here on the round table have anything they would like to add?
I really think we covered pretty much everything. Yeah. I might do a, like I said, I think I'll do a quick video on the HiveOS, how to change the password situation. I might just do a short on it. It only takes a minute. You know what I mean? Just so you guys have it out there on the channel so you guys know how to do it just to be safe in HiveOS.
Be great.
But yeah, I mean,
God,
it's really, it really wasn't a, like what we were saying earlier, it really wasn't a hack per se of HiveOS. It was just...
It was a vulnerability.
Yeah,
that
had been
exploited.
Exactly.
Just like leaving your door open on Thursdays, and
Right.
people figure that out, and they robbed you on a Thursday.
Right. It's, yeah. So you just got to cover your butts and...
on Thursdays now.
Yeah, everyone lock your door on Thursdays, or I'll be there.
Yeah, I logged into my Hive account, and Max's wallet is not in my system. So
Perfect. Yeah.
Max is like,
Forgot to hit save as. Damn it.
Yeah. You don't name the wallet as Max's wallet, Max. Okay?
Right.
Oh, I should have made it.
Gives it away.
I'm gonna be coming over that way real soon. You guys just, you know, if I come over and plug in a USB on your mining rig, it's to optimize it.
You're not coming in the house. You're not going to be allowed.
I'll sneak it through the window and take a picture of your rig, then sneak.
You better
out
have a suitcase of GPUs.
Yeah, right.
How about this one right here? I don't know what to do with it, guys.
The box
Brand new
air.
box.
The box air.
No, this has something in it.
I'll say it. I can hear.
The cardboard in the manual.
Oh, hey, Genetics. Hey, welcome, man. Yeah, you've been watching our streams at night, so hey, welcome to the live stream.
What's going on?
What's going on, man? Yeah, this is actually the end, though. We're actually going to close this out and maybe go play some StarCraft, so...
Yeah, now I got to go download number 2. Into my butt. I still
play
don't
two
even know
now.
how to use 1. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know.
Windows 11
I mean, I get
stuff,
it. But...
We're gonna save the Windows 11 stuff for another stream next time.
What?
Some interesting stuff is gonna happen.
Is it Windows 11?
Yes, actually, if RPM is still here,
I don't think we're supposed to talk about a max voltage.
What was that?
I think we're not supposed to talk about that yet.
Okay.
I don't think it's been made.
You didn't hear anything.
Yeah, so yeah, the Windows 11 stuff. We'll talk about that next week.
It's the power of the hack, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
He draws them in like a moth.
Yeah. All right, guys. So, again, this has been brought to you by the Misfits Mining Discord. I am not in this alone. This is a community of a lot of YouTubers and content creators, especially in the crypto space. I mean, that's kind of something we do, I guess. Maybe something we know something about. Again, this roundtable today, we have Great Baldini. He's the inventor of the Misfit mining clips there. We have ChumChange XD. He is the owner of this channel that you are seeing it on right at this moment. It'll be rebroadcasted on my channel. I am Tekshinji. I am not ChumChange, contrary to popular belief. Max Voltage has been here with you guys tonight as well. He'll get subbed to his channel as well. He's the gamer's nexus of the crypto community. And of course, we also have Pocket Change and Teaspoon. Pocket Change is the better half of ChumChange XD. Of course, it is always the better half of
She's the boss.
She's the boss. And we also have Teaspoon Miner here. He is a very involved with the community. He always answers a lot of questions in HiveOS and whatnot on our Discord.
Make sure to tune in on Tuesdays. Teaspoon,
Yes.
Teaspoon Tuesdays.
Oh yeah, Teaspoon's doing a Tuesdays thing now. Finally,
There's a link to Teaspoon's
doing a
channel.
Tuesdays thing now.
Yeah, he's got
bring some content real soon.
Yeah, he's got a GoPro Hero 8 and he's ready to use it. So we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, buy some lights, Teaspoon.
He's actually to be honest, Teaspoon is another very smart guy, just like Max. He knows his stuff about the stuff he's into. And if you guys have any questions, if Max, Shinji, myself, anybody that like you want to ask a question to doesn't know it, Teaspoon will most likely know it. So feel free to sub to him and check him out.
I got stuck with the 24/7 shift for Discord, so
yeah.
I'm usually active Monday through Friday in the morning.
I appreciate you. I just
Teaspoon, thank you so much, because he does do a lot in Discord, but he is a very, very knowledgeable guy. He actually turned me on to HiveOS in the beginning, so I can't thank him enough. So
yeah, and then in turn, it's like a disease. Chump Change infected me with it.
Yeah. Just goes around,
That's because he was too close to you. He got you infected.
I know, right?
That's what happens. Well, I mean, he wasn't wearing his 6-foot camera lens, so.
Oh yeah.
Camera lens. I didn't have my respirator on, right? All right, guys. So thanks so much for joining us here. Remember, we'll do this again next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Remember, it's gonna start at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. GMT 5:30. We'll see you next time on the Misfits Mining Saturday Night Live broadcast. Take care, everyone.
See you guys later.
Good evening, everybody.